Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and this is Windows Server 2012 2 step-by-step tutorial, and this is 19th video in this series. So in this video I'm going to show you one of the coolest feature in RDS remote desktop services, and which is how to enable session shadowing and remote desktop services. Session shadowing is basically the you can view and control the user session by applying one group policy only, and you can see what's going on a user session and which applications are getting used by by the users. So basically you can see their desktop or their sessions, and if required you can also take the control from there and you can access them, and you can basically control their sessions. So let's start. So I'm using the same infrastructure which I have used in my last video. So I'm having 5 virtual servers. The first one is Win2K12 DC01, which is my Active Directory domain controller, and DNS server. Here you can see my server name is Win2K12 DC01, and this machine is running Active Directory and DNS role. And I having a second server which is Win2K12 RDS01, which is RDS server, which is running a connection broker and a web access role. So you can see IIS and remote desktop services installed. If I go here on an overview of a remote desktop services, you can see this machine having RD connection broker and RD web access. And we have a 3 additional server which is session SH01, 02 and 03. These all servers are a session host servers. You can see here RD session host server on which users are going to get their sessions. So you can see all the 3 servers is up and running fine, and now we are good, and we need to go there and we need to just enable the group policy which allow us to shadow the user session. So before doing, I'm going to launch the 1 user session or 2 user session on my different client machine and see how we can shadow these users, and what is the error, what is the thing we are going to get if the shadowing is not enabled before. So let's wait. Click on continue to this website. Type the domain name /user01 and password for this account. I'm going to launch a few applications here. So and same, I'm going to use the second session on my second machine, user02. Let's wait for the application to pop up. You can see on a user01 we have a calculator open, so I'm going to open few more applications here. So basically I have opened 4 applications now and on this machine, so we are good. And same I'm going to do on my second machine. Paint is open, so I'm going to open a calculator and WordPad more. So we have multiple two users with a multiple application, and if I go on collections and refresh the session, you can see I will receive both the session here for user01 and user02. So now if I go right click on here and click on shadow, and I'm going to request the don't prompt the user and click on OK, it's going to give me an error because it's saying group policy settings is configured to require the user's consent. So means we need to change the group policy settings. So I'm here on my Active Directory server now. I'm going to open my group policy management console, and you can see we have a domain name called uh, vector info source. So I'm going to create one group policy here. You can call here like RDS session host, and click OK. And what we need to modify in this setting, so right click and go to edit, and under the computer settings go to policies and administrative templates, and here we have a Windows component, and under the Windows component we have one folder called remote desktop services. To expand that folder, and you will see here now remote desktop session host. So double click on it and you will see multiple folders under this, but we need to go to this folder called connections, and you can see here set the rule for remote control of the remote desktop services user session. So I'm going to allow this enable, and I'm going to allow options and full control without user permission, so user will not require to give permission to us. So I'm going to click on apply. Okay, so this setting is defined, and where I have to apply this setting, so for that you need to go to your Active Directory and see where your session host servers are actually created. So I'm here, and you can see I have in my domain I have one OU called Noida. Under the Noida I have all the three session hosts under this RDS session host. So I'm going to link this policy here. So I'm going to right click, and actually I can go in Noida and RDS. I'm going to link the existing GPU and select the RDS session host and click apply. Now you can see this policy has been applied here. So before doing this I need to make sure the policy is applied. So I'm going to test here rsop.msc, and see the policies are applying or not. So currently it's not going to apply because we have to wait for few time or few minutes, or we need to force the group policy update. So let's just verify. So if I go to computer configuration, right button and properties, you can see the policy is not coming now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open a command prompt and type gp update /force. Same I'm going to do on my all three session host servers. So gp update /force, oops, gp update /force, and same on my last session host server. So let's wait for this. So you can see the policies refresh successfully. Now if I click here and refresh query, you can see this is going to refresh the query, and then we will verify the policy is coming or not. Now if I go here and properties, you can see the RDS session host policy is coming, and let's verify the setting has been changed or not. So I'm going to open a gp edit.msc on this machine, and if I go to local computers administrative, so this is I'm opening the local policy of this computer. So if I go to remote desktop services under the session host connections, you can see the policy is not coming. So might be you need to restart this machine to come the policy again. So let's try one more time here and see the session is redirecting or not. So I'm going on my user 03. I'm going to refresh one more time group policy on all the session host, and then I'm going to try the shadow. So click here I don't want to see prompt user for permissions. And you can see now, actually I can see the what is the application is open on user's machine. And same if I go on session host 01 for user 01, and I can see what's going on there. So we are able to see the, basically we are able to see both the users sessions by shadow. So, and now we can only see the session, but we can't do anything on session. So because we are viewing the session, and now if you want to do some changes or do the control, right click again on session and click on shadow, and you can go to control, remote session type, control, and click OK. Now if I go here, you can actually control the session, and you can view the what is the going on that machine. So basically, but this is not very familiar, because we are using the only applications by publishing the remote desktop. If you log in, if you users is going to log in on session host server itself by the remote desktop session, they are going to you are going to get more things here. So basically this is all about how you can enable the remote desktop shadow, enable session shadowing in remote desktop services, RDS. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe me for more videos. And if you have any query, any question related to this video, you can always post me on my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.